You said it before the game to me, so did Frankie Pecora, one of your assistants. This game's going to come down to one or two little things.
Absolutely.
And it has all year, and it did again tonight. Talk about your team's performance.
Well, I'll tell you what, they hung in there. They played tough, and I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Our pitchers were phenomenal today. First pitch strikes, working ahead. And, Roar only had 80 pitches, but we're so used to and accustomed to bringing our closer in, which is Hunter Brown, mix it up a little bit. And that's what we did. And he come down and shut them down. They got 2 singles in a row, and I went out and told them, I said, listen, work ahead. Number 9 hitter, they turn the top. Work ahead, throw your pitches, locate your pitches, and he did.
And that shows you how well you know your team and how much they gel together. I mean, he's thrown 81 pitches. Mm-hmm. He said he told us he was laboring a little bit, getting a little bit tired, but he probably could have went out there and did it. But the faith you have in your other guys, Lou.
Exactly. Well, and you can see when he gets into the 80-some pitch count, he starts to get elevated a little bit. Yeah, I mean, his velo was still there, but, his back and legs, I'm sure, get tired, and he starts to elevate, and it's time to change. We've been doing this all season long, so we figured, why change now, So
let's talk about the good you just did with the pitching. Metcalf, Carmen, his throw to the plate.
Unbelievable.
What a beauty, huh?
I mean, we had a couple great. I mean, even that play by Hoffman at shortstop.
Sure.
Carmen's throw, I mean, I told him, I said, I heard the seams coming by me because he let that thing go. I mean, and it was right on the money, and that was a huge play.
Yeah, and Ian did a great job of making that catch, burying everything worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
And in games like this, that's all that matters. And then you come up, and then Septak comes up, hits the home run.
Well, I told Ethan, I says, I hope the umpires call a strike on you that you don't like all the time, because that was an angry swing he had there, and he's been consistent all year long with the bat.
Was that a fastball or a breaking pitch?
It was a fastball.
Okay, all right. We weren't quite sure. We looked at the replay.
No, they opened them up. They started with what he thought was inside was like I said, it's inside, outside, don't matter. Sure. It was still a strike, and I told him that we're not going to complain about that. And I told him, I says, just breathe and relax. And he got quick hands for a big kid. And but that was a very angry swing he took there. So, but yeah, he's been consistent all year long. Like I said, we had an opportunity to play a little bit of small ball today, and we blew our chances there. So that's something that we definitely need to improve on. But other than that, it was a pretty clean game.
Yeah, the small ball stuff worked out tremendously. I'll get to the bad. There wasn't much bad when you win a game. I'll get to the 12 you left on base.
Yeah, absolutely. But
let's continue to talk about the good, Lou. I mean, you figure that 2-run lead probably felt like 5 or 6 runs at the time.
At the time, it did. Like I said, if we can get into the 7th inning with a 2-run lead, I was pretty comfortable, with these guys, talking to them. Like I told them before they went out in the 7th, bottom of the 7th, it's one out at a time. Let's work one out at a time. Because the pressure's on them now. It's no longer on us. And, so I told them, I said, listen, I says, get ahead, work the out, get the out, keep them off the bases. And, like I said, defense make plays. We were set up for no doubles. And, they did a good job. They did a real good job at it.
And credit to you guys for getting to Haig. And Haig was struggling in the strike zone, but you guys were making him work. But the good thing about pitchers, and you've been around for so long, do you know that? The best of pitchers will work themselves out of jams.
Yes.
And give them credit as well.
Absolutely.
And Haig credit for being able to dance around some things.
Listen, he's a fantastic pitcher. There's no doubt. I went back, thanks to you guys, I went back and watched the second game. And I saw his pitching routine. So during BP, he likes to work away. So we told him, get your hands on it, take it to right field. And I mean, it helps. Like I said, we battled. We swung some bad pitches, but for the most part, they were pretty good in plate as far as hitting strikes. You know what I mean? So
right, absolutely. A couple of other things I want to ask you about. First of all, you did play small ball. You like to do all that stuff. You've been around the game so long. That kind of stuff can really start rallies and things like that.
Sure does.
3 innings of bases left loaded, 12 total for the game. That's probably something you're going to want to improve upon as you head into tomorrow and future,
absolutely,
right?
And that's exactly the end of the game. That's what we just talked about. I said, listen, we need to take advantage of the opportunities. Like I said, we got a runner at third, we square. We pull back, okay. we show them what we're doing. So next thing you know is they're running a wheel play and charging. Sure. So we pulled out of it. Then I went back to it again, and he missed a sign. And, but it happens. I mean, hey, they're kids.
That's baseball too, right?
Everybody, it's a baseball. These guys, they want to get up, and they want to swing the bat, and I get it, and I understand it. But when you're playing in a game like this, you got to manufacture runs any way you can, and that's what we needed to do tonight. Like I said, I'd have been a heck of a lot more comfortable going 4-0 instead of 2-0 into the bottom of the seventh. Because I tell you what, Fox Chapel got a lot of firepower in their lineup. Unfortunately, they were missing their second baseman tonight, who was a very good hitter. It was just a well-played game on both sides.
Not a lot of time to celebrate because tomorrow you're back on the. Hey, look, you get to play Bobby Sadler and his Franklin Regional Panthers. I mean, how many times you guys know each other so well? What do you do? There's no secrets, right?
There is no secrets. It's like I said, even in game 2, it was with Max Bernadowski and Brandon Rohr. It was a pitch fest. These guys, they both battled, they both competed. There were some defensive plays there that kept us off the board. We're hoping it's a little different tomorrow. So I know Bernadowski threw today, so not sure who we're going to see tomorrow, but we'll be prepared. And like I said, we have yet to click 1 through 9 with our hitters, and like I said, I told these guys when they do, we're going to be deadly. I mean, it's a powerful team. It's a good lineup 1 through 9. Logan Matcher's coming up with that big hit. Here's a sophomore.
Absolutely
with a 2-strike count on him, and comes up on the bat, and we preach 2-strike approach. Get the ball and play. So and he did.
You have to be pretty proud, not only of your team, but just to see 2 Westmoreland County teams battling it out.
Absolutely. I keep saying our 5A Section 1 is a very powerful. It's a very good section.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Fox Chapel, you got Plum, you got Franklin, you've got us, you've got even Armstrong. Armstrong's young this year. They're going to be strong again next year. So I think they're doing a realignment, but I hope they move a couple of them out of our section. But. I mean, we knew that going into the season. We knew what we needed to work on. Like I said, and our fall ball winter workouts, we worked with our pitchers. And like I said, I brought Coach Farrow and Coach DeMark aboard. Coach DeMark was a 14-year Major League player to work with their mechanics, and it helped. It helps. It shows, and it helped.
Yep, and I was going to mention, that's what you said. You talked to me before the game. You said, we've been going all year with fall ball and winter, and this is where it pays off.
Well, that's what I told them today before the game. I said, guys, we've been committed for how long now? We played, full section, 31 fall ball games, 3 days in the gym, in the weight room. It comes down to one game, and they're not ready to go home. They want to be here. It's a good, like I said, this is a good group of seniors. And you hear them say family, and they truly are family. So that's how tight they are. So.
What's a double elimination tourney now? But I know you don't want the double elimination tourney. You want the WPIAL title, and that's what you're shooting for.
Absolutely. We got to come out and play a good game tomorrow. I mean, like I said, it's going to be another dogfight. I'm not sure where we're at and what field we're at or what time, but we'll be ready.
Absolutely.
We'll be ready. So.
Well, I enjoyed doing this one, buddy. Thank you.
Man, I appreciate
Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Victorious head coach Lou Cortazzo. He's done it again. The Warriors win again tonight in fine fashion, 2-0